In last video, we have seen that the house services finding each other using the Eureka. But let's say that the service has several instances. In that case, to which of the services one service sends to which instance of that service request, right? So for that, we are using a client-side load balancing. Client-side load balancing, in our case, it's called the ribbon. So for that, let's say that the booking service is calling the hotel service to book a room. So in that case, we are using a client-side load balancing. So for that, what we are doing, right? The first thing that we do is we are adding another dependency for the ribbon, which is a client-side load balancing, and also we are adding here in the booking service, which is calling the hotel service, we are adding a ribbon client and the service that we are calling, right? And in the booking controller, we have added one more endpoint. From that endpoint, so what we do is we are calling the hotel service, hotel's endpoint, and whatever the response we are getting, we are printing that. And the one more thing that what we are doing is for the REST template, we are also adding the load balanced annotation. So how about the hotel service? From the hotel service, what we do is we need to start the 3 instances, right? In order to see that the indeed booking service is calling the three different instances of the hotel service in turn. So we have the one that is up and running on the port 8081. I also have created 2 more for the 8082 and the 8083. And in our hotel controller, so what we do is we are just printing that for that endpoint, for the hotel's endpoint, we are just printing that the hotels from instance on port, and we are printing whatever port is there. So for example, let's say that the client is calling the first instance, then in that case we are going to return 8081. For the second instance, we are going to return 8082 and so on. So now let's go and see that are they indeed running in the Eureka. So I've already started all of them, and in the Eureka, as you can see, book service, for the book service we have 1 instance, and for the hotel service we have 3 instances running on the port 8083, 8082 and 8081. And now let's go and call and see that indeed it's working as expected. So let's call the endpoint. And as you can see here, the first one, it returns us, so the request went to the first instance and it returns us 8081. Now let's call it one more time. Now second time it went to another instance. It returns us 8083, and the next one 8082 and so on. Depending on which algorithm you are choosing, it will go to one or the other instance of the service.